Hey guys, and welcome back to another one, and today we are going to take a look at the new Tronsmart Orion R68, which is the latest machine available from Tronsmart and actually the first one here on the channel with Android Lollipop. Now that being said, let's go for the video. Hope that you guys enjoy it and I'll see you in a few seconds. So here we are with the Tronsmart Orion R68 that has the latest version of Android Lollipop 5.1.1 and features the octa-core CPU Rockchip 3368, the PowerVR 6110 GPU, 2GB of DDR3 RAM and 16GB of Nand flash storage. Regarding the unboxing experience, once we open the package we will find the R68 on the top, which looks nice as we can see on screen, a quick user guide, HDMI cable, OTG cable, infrared remote control and a power adapter. Optionally, we can also get a wireless remote like the Tronsmart TSM01, which we will be testing later on, and for those that plan to do some gaming, then the Tronsmart Mars G1 might be a good option and I'll be using it on the gaming test later on. And now taking a closer look at the Orion R68, on the front all we will see is a very dim blue light when the device is on, that turns red when the device is off. On the left hand side no ports at all, while on the right hand side we will have a full-sized SD card slot, two USB 2.0 ports, OTG connection, and at the back we will have the rest of the ports being a reset button, optical out, gigabit Ethernet connection, HDMI, one USB 2.0 port, DC in and a power button. Finally, at the top it has a Tronsmart logo on a matte finished plastic, and at the bottom it features a full-sized rubber feet. And as I mentioned before, it comes with Lollipop 5.1.1, and in terms of the default launcher pre-installed on the R68, it has a clean look that you can customize with any widget or apps, but if by some reason we don't like it, we can install any other launcher that we prefer. Now the remote control included, it's an infrared remote control and it works like any infrared remote control. It's okay for the basic usage, but as I always mention, for a better experience, just get any wireless remote control that will give us a much better experience. So as you can see on screen, using the Tronsmart Air mouse, I have much more freedom, and it also has a keyboard on the back, which is very useful, especially for those that are using these devices for browsing. The only thing that I would like to see on this remote would be the button to stop Air mouse as an option, of course, which doesn't have. Regarding the firmware updates, according to Tronsmart, the machine is capable of online updating, but as the Orion R68 is very recent, there is no new firmware, so at this moment I could not test out the online updates. And moving along to some benchmarks on Diskspeed test, we got 33 megabytes on reads and 22 megabytes on writes. And to better compare this result, as I always do on all machines, here's an example of opening and closing an app like Kodi that will show us the responsiveness of the R68 in this particular case. And moving to the internet speed test, using a power line adapter, I'm getting on Wi-Fi 47 megabits per second on downloads and 20 megabits per second on upload, while on the Ethernet connection I'm getting 90 megabits per second on download and 20 megabits per second of upload. Which, by the way, the power line adapters that I'm using at this moment are the Devolo power line adapter kit with gigabit connection and Wi-Fi AC, and if you want to check a full review, it's available on the channel. Just check out the YouTube card on the right top corner of this video. Moving along on Geekbench 3, we got a single core score of 601 and a multi-core score of 2198. On Antuntu, roughly 34,000. 3D Mark score, iStorm Extreme, roughly 5,000. And finally, on Epic Citadel, an average score of 58.6 frames per second. Now to test out the gaming performance, I'm using the Tronsmart Mars G1, and my feedback is that it feels really nice on the hands with a good grip and very responsive. And in terms of gaming results, as we can see on screen, is that it will play anything that we throw at it. I did test out with Beach Buggy and my favorite Asphalt 8 Airborn, and the experience was just great. Moving to video playback, it comes with Kodi 14.2, but I also installed the latest version available at the time of the recording, which is Kodi 15 Isengard. And the results are actually very simple. It played everything. At 1080, Big Bug Bunny and Tears of Steel played very smooth even when I fast forward or rewind, as we can see on screen. And at 4K, both Big Bug Bunny and Tears of Steel looked like we were playing 1080 versions. Now, everything was very smooth, and to note that all my reviews, my files are also streams across my network that are stored on my NAS. And one final note here regarding Big Bunny and Tears of Steel that were publicly shown under Creative Commons 3.0, and all rights due are down below on the video description. And to finish up this review, as always, here we are with the mirroring tests, and for that I'm using the Airplay Pro Premium app, and the results were once again very simple. Everything worked fine on the iPhone 4S and on the iPad mini with Retina display, both on mirroring and also on streaming movies. I had a very smooth experience, as we can see on screen. And finally, on the Imac, streaming high bitrate files like the on-the-fly slideshows produced by Photos, like magazine-style slideshow, sliding panels and vintage prints, everything was very smooth, so we will have no problems using this machine to stream high bitrate files from laptops or desktops. So in conclusion, guys, things that I did like the most were the overall responsiveness of the R68, the great video playback performance at 1080 and 4K, and lastly, a great performance on mirroring high bitrate files through AirPlay. On the other hand, things that I did like the less, so far I haven't found anything that I didn't like on the R68. And that is it regarding the Tronsmart Orion R68 review. Hope that you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did so, don't forget that thumbs up over there. My name is Roberto, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.